कैपुचिनो 2 कैपुचिनो 80 रुपये So, how's the fest treating you so far?
I mean, it's amazing. The scale is just absolutely unreal.
But I thought Deuce Fest were pretty big.
I mean, they're big for sure, but not IIT big. Like, I think that single photo booth itself is worth our entire decorations budget combined.
That's what we come here for, don't we?
So, did you always want to do engineering?
How many engineers actually want to do engineering?
I mean, I hope you're an exception.
Well, we all have our bachpan ke sapne, right? So when I was a kid, I really wanted to become an air hostess. And I think this was after I met a very lovely one while flying back from Bangalore. I was like, what, 8 or 9 at that point.
I mean, you do look the part. सिर्फ सत्य सत्य के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं.
Anyways, फिर पापा and मम्मी convinced me कि साइंस में कुछ करना है और 10th तक जे के सपने हैं सेट इन.
फिर 2 साल मेहनत.
और मेहनत का फल. So you are doing a BSc in DU, right? So कोई major वगैरह है?
Physics.
So did you always want to study physics? Why do you feel like that's exactly the case?
I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've written scientist in slam books. Remember those? But once I realized that there were different kinds of sciences, and which one did I like the most? In the Who Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up section, I went ahead and wrote physician.
Good at science, bad at English.
I mean, you should read the essays I wrote back then. Preposterous, I tell you, absolute garbage.
I see, you've come a long way.
I did read a lot after that. Philosophy, fiction, the whole works. Just general stuff to push the limits of my comfort zone.
Oh, read it? Well, वैसे मुझे, I don't know much about philosophy. But I've read a bunch of non-fiction because Papa never read novels. So वैसे exposure ही limited था मेरा.
I mean, philosophy is also for some non-fiction, don't you think?
Well, but if there's a book about how karma is real and how to make money, मैं तो पैसे कमाना सीख रही हूँ.
What about a book that teaches you how to be happy?
Economics की किताबें?
Arey, happiness without money?
Why do I need that if I can be happy with money?
What if you don't have it?
I'm confident I will.
CS.
I don't know whether I'm flattered or offended that you guessed that.
Financial confidence was a big indicator. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Then you must have like a top 200 AIR. I'm impressed. I don't think I've met anyone with a higher JE rank.
मेरे साथ और थोड़ी देर रहो, मैं ही मिलवा दूंगी.
वो सब भी बहुत पढ़ाकू हैं क्या?
पढ़ाई के बिना यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच सकते बस.
जेई के टाइम पे नहीं, अभी भी पढ़ाकू हैं क्या?
कुछ है, बाकी तो ऐश कर रहे हैं.
चलो, कुछ तो हैं जिन्होंने जीना सीखा.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're one of the पढ़ाकूs. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I like to think that I am.
सीजी पे क्या बोलती है?
हूँ मैं पढ़ाकू.
Brown sugar है क्या भैया?
Health conscious much?
Hey, brown sugar fit रहने में actually help करती है.
और फिर लड़कियों की लाइन लगानी है क्या?
I mean, judging by the ratio of women in this place, what's that? 5% total.
Seriously though, processed stuff isn't all that great. Good is good.
How bad could it be?
Firstly, brown sugar has a lot more minerals than simple sugar. It's also more organic, less concentrated, and just...
If it's less concentrated, isn't it just an inferior form of sugar?
Hey, but it's the complete package. If you're getting a bunch of nutrients just by using a decent substitute for crystallized sugar, why won't you?
Well, for starters, I need to pay more for brown sugar, and I also have to put more of it in my coffee to get same amount of sweetness. So it just feels like corporates conning me into buying more of something which I don't really need.
So you're
So you're picking white sugar simply because it's more efficient.
Why do you buy sugar at all?
To sweeten things, yes, but can it not serve more than one purpose?
Just being sweet and being good at being sweet, that's all everyone expects from sugar. And white sugar fits the bill perfectly, so I don't have to look beyond.
But brown sugar is going to benefit people more though. Like, they don't expect that from the sugar, but it doesn't take anything away from its value.
The problem, however, is that no one would buy it. See, that's why people's expectations are important. Like, ultimately, as a product, it needs to hit the market, right?
It's all economics for you, eh? Not in a philosophy, is how I'd put it.
What does that have to do with sugar?
So, you're what people call an essentialist when it comes to sugar.
Bhari shab.
It's just that you believe that sugar needs to be an economically feasible source of sweetness. To you, that is what the essence of sugar is.
I mean, yeah.
But you're putting sugar in a box.
What?
Array, like limiting it, not seeing its full potential.
So you're saying I should be sweeter to the sugar?
It's just that once you realize that sugar doesn't need to be anything, that it is in fact free to be anything it wants to be, I think that's when you'll see the true potential of brown sugar.
I can see where you're coming from, like, thoda sa.
तो बंदी में हैं थोड़ी philosophical tendencies.
So sugar can be anything that it wants to be, huh?
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be run of the mill.
exactly.
ठीक है चीनी के शौकीन. I'll give it a shot.
Hey, don't just switch because of me though. It's very likely that corporate has already conned me into eating so much of something that I don't really need.
थोड़ा फैक्ट्री पर भी भरोसा कर लो जना. So do good and all the nutrients with it.
To sucrose and its sweet gustatory properties.
भाई आईआईटी के बंदे को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए ऐसे भारी शब्द जरूरी नहीं है.
नहीं है क्या? Damn.
Not sweet at all.
Too sweet for me.